At dawn, Jerusalem rang with hammer and chisel. The city was still young, its stones pale as bone, but under Solomon it learned to sing. Workmen lifted cedar from Lebanon, priests rehearsed psalms, judges gathered beneath the gates. And at the center of it all sat the king, David's son, quiet, watchful, listening. Solomon had not asked for the crown. When it came to him, it came heavy. On the night the Lord appeared in a dream and offered him anything his heart desired. Solomon felt the weight of his people more than the shine of gold. I am young, he thought. I do not know how to go out or come in. And so he asked for wisdom, an understanding heart, to judge between good and evil. The answer to that prayer soon walked into his court. 2 women stood before him, each holding the same grief like a blade. 1 living child, 1 dead. Each claimed the living boy as her own. The court murmured, the guard shifted. Solomon listened, eyes steady, and then spoke words that froze the room. Bring me a sword. When the steel flashed, truth leapt from the shadows. 1 woman cried out to spare the child, willing to lose him rather than see him die. The other was silent. Solomon did not raise the sword. He raised the child into the arms of mercy. And Israel heard and feared the king, for they saw that the wisdom of God was in him to do justice. Peace followed him like a river. Nations sent envoys with riddles and gifts. The Queen of Sheba came with camels heavy with spices and questions sharp as needles. Solomon answered her all, and when she saw the order of his house, the breadth of his mind, and the way the name of the Lord crowned his reign, she had no breath left in her. Blessed be the Lord your God, she said, who delighted in you and set you on the throne of Israel. Yet Solomon's greatest work was not spoken but built. 7 years the temple rose, stone fitted so precisely that no hammer sounded on the holy hill. When it was finished, Solomon stood before the altar and lifted his hands to heaven. He prayed for the foreigner who would come seeking the Lord, for the sinner who would repent, for the nation when it would fall and rise again. Fire fell. Glory filled the house. The people bowed, faces to the ground, and cried, He is good, His mercy endures forever. Gold flowed like sunlight through the kingdom. Ships returned from far coasts. Proverbs were written, songs composed, trees and beasts studded, the world named and weighed. Silver was counted as common stone. Israel rested under vine and fig tree, and the days were long and bright. But wisdom, like a lamp, needs tending. As the years multiplied, so did Solomon's loves. He took wives from many nations, and with them came other gods, quiet at first, then insistent. High places rose where the temple should have been enough. The king who once listened now compromised. The heart that judged clearly grew divided. The Lord spoke again, not in a dream this time, but in warning. The kingdom would be torn, though not in Solomon's days, for David's sake. Solomon heard, and the words were heavy, heavier even than the crown had been. When the king grew old, he wrote of wind and vanity, of toil and time, of joy received as gift and not grasped. Fear God, he concluded. Keep his commandments. This is the whole duty of humanity. And when Solomon slept with his fathers, Israel remembered him in full, the wisdom that dazzled, the peace that flourished, the glory that rose, and the lesson that even the wisest heart must remain faithful. For a rain can build a temple, but only obedience keeps the fire burning.